Nnamdi Kanu's olive branch, a new visitor in the quest for restoration of law and order in Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu's olive branch, a new visitor in the quest for restoration of law and order in Southeast Nigeria. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. I beg, if you just join us for the first time, please subscribe. I beg now, subscribe. Share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is going on today in the Nigerian political landscape. The consideration for out-of-court settlement by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has opened another visitor in his struggle for the restoration of public of Biafra and the search for the restoration of law and order in the southeast zone of the country. Last weekend, Nnamdi Kanu, who had been detained since June 2021, following his kidnap in Kenya and extradition to Nigeria, had hinted that he intends to seek an out-of-court settlement in the treasonable felony charge brought against him by the federal government. Speaking through his lead counsel, Aloy Ejimako, the IPOB leader told the Federal High Court in Abuja that he would seek the negotiation under Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act. Ejimako had earlier brought two applications before the court. The first application was to move from 49, while the second was an application objecting to the jurisdiction of the court. It stated that if the applications were denied, his client would move for the implementation of Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act. The Act states, in any proceedings in the court may promote reconciliation among parties thereto and encourage and facilitate the amicable settlement thereof. In response to the issue of Section 17 of the High Court Act 2011, the prosecution lawyer Ade Boyenga Awomolo-san informed the court that he does not have the instruction of his client to embark on any negotiations with the defendant over the charge. Awomolo noted that he told Ejimako to go to the Attorney General of the Federation, like the AGF, who has the power. However, trial judge Justice Binta Inyako, who observed that the court has no problem if the parties want to discuss negotiation, urged Nnamdi Kanu to approach the AGF, who is the proper person to negotiate with. The ordeal of the Biafra in residence actually began in 2015 when he was first arrested in Lagos by the Department of State Service (DSS) and arraigned at Magistrate Court on charges of treason. He was granted bail 2 years later in 2017 on health conditions. However, while enjoying his bail, he flew the country the same year after his house was raided by the military, during which some members of the IPOB were allegedly killed. The soldiers were said to have invaded his Afuruku residence in Umuahia, Abia State, with dangerous weapons, leading to his escape and the reappearance later in 2018 from an undisclosed location. His reappearance had strengthened the struggle, as his broadcast on Radio Biafra seems to be the tonic his members needed to work stronger. In between the period he was away from the country, the federal government declared the IPOB a terrorist organization and therefore proscribed it. However, in 2023, the Enugu High Court nullified the prosecution and awarded damages against the federal government and the Southeast governors. The court had, please pardon me, In 2023, an Enugu High Court nullified the prosecution and awarded damages against the federal government and Southeast governors. The court had ordered the federal government and the governors to issue a letter of apology to Kanu to pay him 8 billion naira in damages. The government appealed the judgment, and the matter has been pending in court. Since he was arrested and extradited to Nigeria in 2021, Kanu has continued to appear in court. He had earlier pleaded not guilty to the terrorism and treason charges, and had in 2022 secured the dismissal of the charges against him by the court. The court had gone further to discharge him, but the federal government had appealed the ruling to the Supreme Court, and in December last year, the court ordered a retrial of the matter at the Federal High Court. That is where the matter is currently, as he has remained in the detention facility of the Department of State Service, DSS. In the last 3 years that Kanu has been in detention, the Southeast region has literally known no peace, as insecurity and disorder have increased in the area. Members of his group had response to his detention, declared a weekly Monday sit-at-home in the region in solidarity over his ordeal, although they later annulled the order when it became clear that it was impacting the economy of the zone negatively. Migrants who allegedly inflicted that the IPOB has since made mincemeat on innocent residents who dared to step out on Monday, therefore forcing them to stay at home. They have also formed the habit of imposing any other day that they wish as a sit-at-home on the people of the zone. The increase in killings, kidnapping, and several other vices in the zone had also brought the economy of the region almost to nil level, as businesses have either crumbled or relocated out of the region. This has led to an increase in the number of security checkpoints in the region. In some of the checkpoints, commuters are subjected to disembarking from their vehicles and walking past before continuing their journey. Presumed by the negative Toga Kanu's incarceration was putting on the region, notable Igbo leaders and other Nigerians had appealed to the federal government to drop the charges against Kanu and free him. Among them were Chief Mbazulike Amechi, late Chief Mbazulike Amechi, Chief Chukwemeka Ezife, late as well, and the Ambassador George Obiozo of blessed memories. All these people, so when I call, they don't work out. They were unanimous that the court would not solve the problem and suggested a political solution or dialogue on the issue. In fact, Amechi had led a delegation to the immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari, to plead that Kanu be released to him as a parting gift, a plea that was turned down as Buhari preferred a court resolution. There has also been appeals for a political resolutions of the matter since President Bola Tinubu assumed office last year, but he has not made a categorical statement on the matter. A few days ago, South leader Chief Edwin Clark urged President Tinubu to free Kanu by withdrawing charges against him the same way his government withdrew the 3-count terrorism charge it entered against the detained president of Miyetti Allah, Katuhuri Bello Bodijo. He stated that doing so would complete the reconciliation of Nigeria and bring an end to the needless Monday sit-at-home or order in the Southeast region.